Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're not new, then thank you for coming back. I appreciate your guys' support, and I just wanted to also say that thank you guys so much for all of the love and for everyone who entered my giveaway. It is closed. The winner was contacted and I already shipped out the package. I promise I will be doing another one very soon, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much. And in today's video, I want to talk about all my blind buy fails, or they're not necessarily fails, but with the good always comes the bad. So not everything is going to be like, you know, amazing, especially when you're blind buying. So I want to talk about some of the ones that, in my opinion, were like fails or just not what I expected. So if you want to see blind buys went wrong for me, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start with a cult classic, okay? I don't know if it's a cult classic, but first of all, if these are your favorites, don't get offended, because I know that some of these are really raved about here on YouTube and some people love them. And just keep in mind that everyone's taste is different. It plays differently on your skin, that kind of thing, you know? So don't take it personally. What works for you just might not work for me. I'm sorry about the amount of boobs that are showing right now. But long story short, this is Roberto Cavalli Gemma di Paradiso, okay? Obviously, Maria, it's MJ here on YouTube, raves about this. I love her, so I picked it up. First of all, I love the bottle. I love the packaging. This is so hard to find in Canada, so I had to order it on fragrancenet.com. I love the packaging, and she said it was like a pear, vanilla, amber, you know, kind of sweet, fruity scent. On me, this isn't necessarily a fail. It's just, this is one of the cases where I didn't get to smell it in person and it's not what I expected. So for me, this, you get the pear, I get the pear, but literally only in the opening. The lighting is going to change because, you know, it's daylight. Anyways, I get the pear only in the very beginning, and then to me, it's really strong on amber. On my skin, like, yeah, there's vanilla and amber, but on me it's really heavy, like amber heavy. It dries down, honestly, very similar to Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, but in my opinion it's a little bit stronger, and it pulls almost like herbal medicinal on my skin. I don't know why. I don't know what that is that's doing that on my skin, but yeah, it's very similar to Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. So I feel like if you have that, you don't need this, and I already have that. But this one does a little something different on my skin, and for that reason, it just unfortunately didn't work out for me. I tried to wear it so many times. I tried to love it because I love this bottle. I think it's so gorgeous. But, and then also with FragranceNet, it's really hard to return it. So I think I'm just going to give this one as a gift, maybe to my mom. I'll see if she likes it, but I'll gift that one. It's no big deal. Again, the scent is nice. It's just, first of all, not what I expected. And on my skin, it's like Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, but with a little bit of like a green herbally note. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. Next up, I also ordered Love by Sofia Vergara because I liked the original. And one of my subscribers actually said to try this one. And then when I looked up the notes, it had like some berries, coffee, and I thought it was gonna be like sexy. Okay, so I've been really into like chocolate, coffee, cacao, those kind of scents right now. I don't know why. The bottle of this, obviously, just like the other one, it's gorgeous. This was really inexpensive too. I think it was $20 Canadian. But honestly, on my skin, this is just, I mean, it's cheap. So if you don't own anything like this, or if you're new to fragrance and like you're building a collection, then maybe you'd like this. But because of all the scents I already have, to me, on my skin, this is just, it doesn't wow me. On me, it literally, if you didn't look at the notes, it literally just smells like berries and vanilla, like a sweet berry fragrance. It's not as dark, it's not as sultry as I wanted. I can't smell the coffee as much as I wanted. On my skin, literally, if I didn't look at the notes and I was just like smelling it, I would just say it was like a vanilla berry perfume. That's what it smells like to me. It's not bad. Again, it's not bad. It smells good. It smells nice. It's just because I already have like somewhat of a perfume collection, you know, it just didn't blow me away. It wasn't what I was expecting. And so for that reason, again, I'll probably gift this one because it was so inexpensive. There's no point in paying for shipping to return it. I'll give it to someone like for a birthday, or maybe I could include it in a giveaway, something like that. But for me, it just wasn't special enough. Like it didn't wow me. It really wasn't what I thought. Next up, this is called Rose Extase by Richie. So if you know me, I don't know what I was thinking, honestly, because I don't really like florals, but I noticed in a few of the perfumes that I love, rose was in there. So in some cases, I like rose. So I was like, you know what? Let me see. So I started looking up like rose perfumes because I wanted something a little bit different. I don't know. I like certain fragrances with rose in it, but the difference is that the rose is like in the background. It's not the main note. Where this one, rose is the main note. First of all, I'm not gonna lie, the packaging is part of what sold me. It's gorgeous. And then I believe I was watching The Scented, and she described this as a sweet, jammy rose. The second she said jammy, I was like, okay, that sold me because I wanted that. I feel like that's what I was looking for, a sweet, jammy rose, but like sweet, you know, sugary. To me, I don't know. I'm starting to think, sorry for the noise, I'm starting to think my sweet tooth is different than other people's sweet tooth because this is not sweet to me. It's like the same thing when people say flower bomb is too sweet. I'm like, I don't know. This is not sweet to me. On my skin, like it's a pretty rose. It's a pretty rose, but it doesn't smell sweet. It doesn't smell jammy. When she said that, I was expecting it to be like a sugar-coated rose, like a sticky, sweet rose, almost like Rose's Vanille or something like that. I like that perfume, by the way. But this is not sweet. On me, this just smells like a really feminine, sort of clean, fresh rose. Fresh. To me, this is super feminine, super girly, very like innocent, and I honestly don't know. I think I'm gonna keep this because what I've been doing is layering it. I'm on a layering kick, but I feel like for me, this is just a little bit too like good girl, clean. I don't know. This is just, it on its own, it's not me. It's not my vibe. It's not my personality, but I feel like I said, I use Amo Ferragamo to sweeten up anything. I feel like I could use that to make this a little bit sweeter, or I could dirty it up a little bit with like a chocolate perfume or something like that to make it like roses and chocolate. You know what I mean? So I feel like I could make it work. This is another one that was not too expensive. It was very reasonable, and to send it back just wasn't worth it. I love the bottle, and I like the idea of layering like a rose scent in with some of my other ones, maybe like my Gourmands or something. So I'm going to play around with it. It's pretty. It's not what I expected, especially when she said sweet jammy rose. It's not jammy to me, and it's not sweet. I was expecting the sweetness of like Rose's Vanille, something like that. And it wasn't, it's not that. It's not sticky sweet like I was hoping for, but like I said, I'll just dirty it up and make it a little bit darker, sexier, that kind of thing, and I'll layer it with some of my other fragrances. I love the bottle of that. Okay, next up. Let's talk about this one. This one is called Viktor Rolf Magic Dancing Roses. I got the travel spray. This is new, fairly new, and it's really raved about right now. I love, first of all, I love when these aren't roller balls. It's like a literal travel spray, and I love that. Okay, on first spray, this is so good. When I first spray it on me, it smells like a really sour, cherry, actually. I don't know why it's called Dancing Roses, because to me it smells like a sour cherry, almost like Jolly Rancher candy. I forget who I was watching, Cans? Anyways, it smells like a sour Jolly Rancher, but then as it dries down, on me there's a sharpness, a sharp powderiness. And again, this one pulls slightly medicinal in the dry down. In the opening, it's sour candy. It's really good, cherry, sour, like tart, mouth-watering candy. But then in the dry down, it is sharp. There's a sharpness to it, and it almost pulls medicinal on my skin, like a cherry medicine. And I don't like the dry down. The dry down is a little bit too sharp and bitter. That's what I'm gonna say. It's strong and it lasts a really long time. So I know that a lot of people are loving this, and I can see why, because it is like a really nice cherry fragrance, but it's just the dry down for me, honestly. Like here and there I get like this sharp medicinal note. I don't know what it is, but for that reason, the dry down, even my husband, when we were driving last time, he's like, what are you wearing? And like, that's not the reaction I want from him. But so yeah, that's gonna go back. Luckily I got that from Sephora, so it's easy to return. This one I also got from Sephora, and it's Princess by Killian. I heard Paulina Shar talk about this, and she said it was a really good marshmallow fragrance. So I decided to try it out. And again, it comes with the spray, which I love. So this is like the travel size, but it does have the sprayer. And for me, honestly, there's ginger in here, which is kind of cool. I like that it's different, but the sweetness in this is just like too sweet. And for me to say that, I don't know, but this is really sweet. It's marshmallow and ginger, so it's different. And the ginger is like a clear ginger, like a little bit of a spiciness from the ginger mixed with the really sweet marshmallow. But for some reason this smelled good, but it was, I think it was just too sweet or something, and it was giving me a headache. So I wore this twice, and both times I got a headache. Then again, it is summer, so I don't know, but it honestly just wasn't my favorite. It was just a little bit too sweet, and the ginger was throwing me off. I don't know why. I thought I would love that, but I didn't. Unfortunately, it did give me a headache. So those two were fails, and they will be going back. So out of all of these, mostly will either be gifted or getting returned, except for this one. I'm going to keep the Richie, I think it is. And I'm just gonna layer it and mix it with other fragrances, honestly, because I love the bottle. I think it's so cute. And I usually don't do that because I really don't, that's why I'm doing this video, because obviously not everything's gonna be a hit, and I'm not the kind of person that believes in like keeping everything, you know what I mean? I find that wasteful. So if I'm not in love with something, I either try my best to return it, send it back, or I'll gift it to someone. And sometimes I sell it, but we don't have Mercari and things like that here. It's a little bit harder to sell them. So, but yeah, point is, I don't keep things in my collection that I'm not obsessed with. Like if I don't love it or I can't use it like for layering or something like that, then I don't keep it because I find it wasteful. So anyways, I hope this video didn't offend anyone. It's just, I'm keeping it real. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.